Da Jupiter Boys. Is it recording?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Jupiter Boys. My name is Jim Jupiter.
My name is Quinn Jupiter.
And we are two boys from the planet Jupiter who get together. We sit down, on our tentacles, and we talk about things every week.
Maybe some stuff in there, too.
Yep, every now and then. So we flip a coin called the Coin of Truth to see who's going to go first. And Quinn's got the Coin of Truth in his arm's reach, so I'm going to let him flip it. Just
Okay.
chuck it right on the ground where we can both see. A yellow. Okay.
Oh, okay. It's me. It's always read the plaque. So my topic today, after I...
You just gave me shit for not having a topic.
It's written down at least. I'm not just coming up off the top of my fucking dome.
I just did, motherfucker.
So, I'm going to take you back. Right?
Going back.
I'm going to take you back to...
Going back.
Think of like a... Back to the streets.
The streets.
You're going back to the streets, back to the time when JFK was shot, right?
Okay,
So,
I'm going back to the JFK assassination?
yeah, that's right. So
I was
like,
never there. I wasn't there, just to be clear.
I know, but I'm taking you back because you were involved.
Well, it's not back. It's sort of forward if I've never been there.
No, because you were involved. I've seen the pictures. So this is a major accusation, but on this show, it happens regularly.
It's
so
tantamount to privacy.
Okay,
on this
let
show.
me get to my topic.
Yeah.
So you're witnessing JFK about to get assassinated, right?
Okay.
He's Lee Harvey Oswald's in the window of the book place, and he's about to shoot him, and then Lee Harvey Oswald just poops his pants, and like a janitor happens to be cleaning the building, walks in and is like, "Oh shit, did you just poop your pants? Son, why do you have a sniper rifle?" Right? And he gets caught immediately, and JFK's like, that was a close one, and history has just changed, right? So I want you to envision some important events in history.
So you're talking about the book
if they
11/22/63.
I'm just saying, any important event in history, how it could be just flipped to turn into an embarrassing fucking story. Like Martin Luther King gets up on the stands like, "I had a dream. It was really fucking weird. There was tentacle monsters and shit, and I lost all my teeth." Super, and they're like, what is he talking about? Usually Dr. King's a lot better in his speeches. What is going on? And everybody's just super confused, and how an important event in history can turn into an embarrassing story.
I always thought it would have been fucking hilarious if the first man to walk on the moon, Neil Armstrong, he's like, one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. And he just fucking face plants, and in slow motion too, because it's on the moon.
He can't stop himself.
He literally
oh
can't.
Shit! I'm going down.
Houston, I'm going down. And literally, he has time to say that before he face plants on the face of the moon.
And you can see
because I literally think the entire human population would go and then just burst out laughing. When they realized he's okay, it's just he just face planted.
And you would be okay because those suits are super I guess actually they're probably pretty shitty back then. But suits nowadays, you could fucking go bowling in one of those suits and you'd be fine.
Yeah.
Astronauts must just fall all the time. They're not used to their gravity, so they just trip over themselves and fall. So another important event in history, maybe I don't know, at Trump's inauguration, he just shit his pants, or at Trump's inauguration, he sneezed and farted and coughed, and then just shit his pants at the same time. And it was on I don't know, Fox News or whatever, they were showing live coverage, and they're like, "All right, Trump seems to be going, oh my god, he just farted, sneezed, burped, shit his pants, and coughed at the same time.
Vomited a little bit on himself.
That is probably the most embarrassing. I think I'm switching sides, guys. I quit."
Yeah,
there was a sound
no more of this
microphone.
That was sonically unpleasant for everyone involved. It's a good thing your microphone is forced to be turned down.
It was radio drama, Jim.
Okay.
You don't understand the radio drama.
Let's go with that.
So another important event in history, if Archduke Franz Ferdinand just didn't get assassinated and just I don't know how
Went
to
on to live a super chill life.
super chill.
Became
like,
a dubstep producer.
and like that's World War One, right? Archduke Franz Ferdinand.
Correct.
So like, what if that started World War One? Would we have? We definitely have a World War Two.
Well, it's arguable because Germany was really shafted after World War One, rightly so, because like they caused a lot of damage. And
Yeah.
then they went into like basically massive decline, and so the German population was unhappy. And
yeah, that's why they decided to side with a psychopath.
well, sort of. It's it's tough. It's exactly what Trump's doing right now.
Yeah.
It's a dark dark shit. And I'm talking about it, and I have like very little actual like. I'm not a historian, but from what I know, it's like Germany was in some tough economic times.
So like, if World War One didn't happen, it's tough to say if World War Two would have happened.
And then like the theory, like then like further after, like Pearl Harbor would have never happened. Like World War II would have never happened. Maybe it would have. Just
what
in a
if they
different
just
form.
showed up on the beaches in Normandy and there was just nobody there, and like the German soldiers had just like slept in, and like the Americans just like crept onto the beach? They're like, what? What the fuck? Like nobody's there.
How would like thousands of people just sleep in all at once?
And like everybody's just asleep, and they just take France back, and like World War II ends, and Hitler's like, damn, they saw through my plans, and it was like, nine.
Yeah, that would be a thing.
Although that's hypothetically that it would be like have to be like an entire country just like sleeping at the same time, and like the Americans would have to like go in and like kill them all in their sleep for it to like make a difference at all.
What if like instead of like the 9/11 terrorist attacks, I mean like they still occurred, like the hijackers still took planes, but they accidentally like drove them into the wrong ones. Like granted, everybody on the plane dies, but it's not like thousands of people, right?
Right.
And like they just flew it into like an abandoned skyscraper, like it was like one that was like scheduled for demolition. They just did their job for them. Like
That'd
it was
be
just
pretty
like,
cool.
Just like took out two it's like, oh, we actually were meaning to get rid of those ones anyway. So it's I mean it's a terrible loss for those like 50 people that died, but
or like even like, oh, what happens? Okay, so instead of 9/11, like, you know how the plane gets hijacked, right?
Yeah.
The pilot just like pulls a Sully and just like murders hundreds of ducks, and then lands this plane safely on the Hudson, and then like kicks the shit out of the terrorists, like goes 0 dark 30 on his ass, like all except for the death part, but like waterboards him, like is super
like,
fucking.
I don't think it was like super possible. Like they were like fighting. They're fighting pretty hard.
Yeah.
They lost.
It's too bad.
It's shitty deal.
It's too bad. That's where we're changing history right now.
Yep.
All of this will
This
be
was
rewritten.
real dark and sad.
Oh, okay. So the Beatles go to walk Abbey Road, right? This is their and all of a sudden a circus comes to town, and it's on the road. So you got like lions, you got like clowns, you got like elephants, like all walking.
Suddenly a tiger smells Paul's feet and just like sprints out, like his trainer loses control of his chain, and he just fucking pounces on Paul.
But it's during the
walk.
walk. No, it's during the walks, right?
Okay.
So he doesn't rip his head off. He rips his fucking feet off. Because look, he's the only one not wearing shoes.
Yeah.
That tiger smelled that flesh, son.
Yeah, he was like, I want a taste of that Paul foot.
And he only lost one foot, but it was the most badass album cover in history because it was mid tiger biting his foot.
Would he have
but
married
he's just super chill.
Would he have married his wife, who did also lost a foot?
What?
Had he lost a foot? Yeah.
His wife lost a foot?
Yeah, like I think the one from Wings, the one that he divorced. I'm pretty sure.
Damn, son.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. And I made a historical reference to it.
I'm 99% sure his wife had one leg.
Okay, one leg. That's different than a foot.
Well, it's like the lower part of the leg, I'm pretty sure.
Right. So yeah, like what? But it's the most badass album cover in history because it's a tiger. Like there's a circus going on in the background,
And a tiger is mid pounce on Paul McCartney.
but Paul's cool as a fucking cucumber.
Yeah, well, he doesn't even notice it. He's got a cigarette in his hand, and he's like just barely looking off screen for it.
I love it so much.
I like John is like looking back over his shoulder because like somebody's yelling at Paul, like, Paul, look out, there's a tiger.
Oi, Paul, tiger.
Oh, boys, there's a circus going on behind you.
Boys, you might want to move your chute. I don't know if you've seen. There's a fucking circus, mate.
Oh boy.
I don't know if you bloody well know, but there's a circus going on right there.
Oh dear. You just peeked out like a motherfucker. And again, thank you. Pop filter's got nothing on Quinn.
I'm sorry. My voice is abrasive.
It's quite loud. Like I have mine like cranked up
I
to
know.
avoid peeking out.
Giacatoce.
Yeah. So
Another historic event. One more.
I lost it. I lost the thread, and that's the end of that topic.
Damn, that was a good one. It was a sad one, but it was a good one. I didn't want to take it to the dark side, but you wanted to take it to the dark
I
side.
didn't even do it on purpose. I'm way too high for this.
You migrated it.
So my topic this week, Quinn,
Why?
is forthcoming as soon as I take a sip from this beer.
How. Flying spaghetti.
So I was thinking,
Why?
basically the next, for once in history, my topic is movie/superhero related.
Oh, snap.
And not so much superhero necessarily, not specifically. But my topic is related. So in Marvel, whatever, Civil War, apparently, I just read this article that there's going to be a scene with like 100 Marvel superheroes. Like
no,
on
Infinity War. Civil War has already happened.
Infinity War. The
Come on,
other
chums.
the next war.
It's actually Infinity War.
So anyway.
number 2.
Thank you, Marvel. My Marvel I lost what even that thing is called. Okay, so there's going to be like a scene where there's like 100 fuckers on the screen at the same time or in the same scene, like all fighting at once, and it's crazy as fuck, and it's like combining like a billion goddamn titles into like one big thing, right?
Yeah.
So my question to you is, should we start doing this with like all types of movies and like specifically like all genres of movies?
See, yeah, I think that like that's where movies are kind of going in a direction, is like a lot of these shared universes. And I think one of my topics was, should we have like a shared universe for everything? I think I've already gone to you with this.
Right.
But like, yeah, like I think it'd be pretty cool to extent. Like obviously you can't fit in like This Is 40 into like the Lord of the Rings canon, right? It's
Right.
just like some movies just don't combine, but like,
Well, no, that's the thing though. Like, what if they made a movie? This is my topic, by the way. I just sort of got off of it for a second.
okay,
What if they made a movie
yes,
that was like a combination, like an attempt, like it was just like this grand epic that was like a combination of like almost every genre,
right.
like, and with a combination of like the best actors, like just like name a fucking star, they're in this goddamn movie.
Like Meryl Streep,
Like,
Tommy
just,
Lee
like,
Jones, Javier Bardem,
indiscriminately, like just the best actors, the highest paid, the best actors in the world. Just
J-Law is
all-
in there.
just all in this one movie.
Yes.
Okay. Like it's got like music from like all of the best composers, like literally just like each one of them has contributed to this
Plus
movie.
you got to get soundtrack. Like you got to like get Death Cab for like the indie movie.
Yeah.
Part of the movie, and you gotta get
like it's like every like great musical score like artist of all time is working on this fucking thing.
Lin-Manuel's involved.
Oh yeah, he involved in multiple areas of this film. But yeah, so like imagine a film like this, like it's got to be like 9 hours long.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
at the bare minimum.
But it's a spectacle, and like everybody goes to see it. It's like a big event.
yeah, it's
and,
like a massive thing,
right. So like
I want to talk about like what could that even possibly look like?
see, what I'm thinking is like basically it starts off and it's like straight up a horror movie, just gets it right out of the way, like gets it
Okay.
like straight up
I
horror.
actually
at the
kind of
beginning.
like that. I kind of like the idea of that, but I think that might be a little bit off-putting for some people.
That's right, but I'm just proposing like you take the themes from horror, right? Like
Okay.
you're not trying to scare people out of their seats, right?
Right.
Because you're just gonna do it
Or
for
like
a part of
Get Out horror.
yeah,
you know,
like
thriller.
smart,
Yeah.
sly, like kind of like that kind of horror.
Just unsettling.
Yeah. You take that, so like you get that over with, and then like you get right into the Western, because like horror and Western kind of like meld
Right.
into each other.
Yeah.
They have like very similar themes. So you do the Western thing, and then like as the movie progresses, right, your character like learns how to drive. and like they're
And the theory, and like the thing is also like you'd have to start like doing like generations of people like as like you move through history, because like really like if you're trying to do all genres, like historical is in
Yeah,
there,
that's
so like
true.
you have to pick a time to start at.
You gotta like start at the evolution of man, and
Well,
then
not
you're like,
necessarily. Like you could just say like historical is covered. You know what I mean? Like I think you just have to try to fit as many genres as possible. So you have to start at like one point in history and like carry it through. And the only way you can like develop enough characters to have as many themes and like possible storylines that you need is to have like multiple generations.
Right.
So you have to follow like several, and the thing is like from generation to generation, like lives would be very different. Like you go from comedy in one to just like heartbreaking like romantic drama like in another moment.
like think about how long this movie would be. Well, like, unless you like did like maybe, I would say like because there's so many different subgenres of movies and so many subgenres of film, you know, like you'd have to do like I don't know, each type of film gets like an allotted amount of time.
Right.
If you're gonna fit it within that, like I don't know how you said 9 hours, but like
Yeah,
I think it would be like
it would
a
have to
full.
be-
It would be like a full day, like
Yeah.
probably like a 12-hour movie. You could watch it in parts if you wanted. You don't have to watch.
I
it
heard
all at
about this.
once.
Like, there's a record in the Guinness Book of World Records. I remember, and it's like for live sex performance for like the longest amount of time or something, and
Oh
it's
my
for
God.
like 78 hours or something like that. And it's just like it's not just two people. It's like they take shifts like in and out, but it's just like still ridiculous. Like,
Yeah, and like the Guinness guy's like, "God, fucking damn it, I gotta be here for this.
well, the Guinness guys would have to take shifts, right? Like, no person can stay
Yeah, it's true.
awake for like 78 hours. Like,
So like you'd have to like get like Carl. Fuck, man.
The thing is, like, you can like get like witnesses who witnessed it to like testify for you.
Yeah.
You don't have to. It's only if like you only have to get the people there if it's like a very hotly contested record.
Right. But like you'd want the people there.
Yeah.
Just like
Well, just like because
Just
if
to
you're
get
if
me
you're having a
freaky.
78-hour sex show, you're gonna want to be this person to watch.
you'd be like Martin Freeman in Love Actually, where you're having sex but you're so bored.
just like having a conversation.
conversation.
So like, so how are the kids?
They're pretty good. Tommy's in soccer practice now. Got to drive him to that.
Oh yeah.
Timothy's
Oh, yeah.
being a little bit of a shit.
Is he still in T-ball?
He won't clean his room. He plays his fucking Xbox all the time.
Yeah, that would be. By the way, we were both just like continually thrusting. I don't know if you could tell by like just the clicks and bangs and whizzes and whirs.
They can hear yours for once and not mine.
I
So
know.
it's,
So like you, I think like a generational horror to western to thriller to like
so what comes after thriller? I'd say
action.
action and then a romantic drama.
Yeah.
Like so right after
the action, like the hero like escapes like the bad guy like narrowly, and he goes home and like he's like trying to like hail a cab to like just like go home and just like sleep off like the next 3 years because of like the things that he's just witnessed.
Yeah.
And like some girl tries to grab the cab with him, and it's just like this long like epic thing if she's married and like
Yeah. And then she leaves him, like she leaves her fucking husband at the altar, like
Yeah.
and joins him, and like they ride away on a bus.
Well,
and like
they're already-
Dustin Hoffman like winks, and like it's like such a nod, and like Dustin
No,
Hoffman.
he doesn't even wink. He's just like walking a dog in the background.
Yeah.
Like he's just like this movie has so many stars that Dustin Hoffman is a cameo.
And Robert De Niro's just like, on to the fucking next part, huh? On to the fucking next. You want to fucking another? And you're like, yes, Robert De Niro. Yes, we want the next part. And they just like have different celebrities like,
Oh, like the
here
narrator
comes
in, it's just
Thriller.
like it's just like blatant. It's just like, yeah, we're gonna do this now.
You know what? For Thriller, we get a hologram of Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, duh.
You know,
I mean-
for comedy, you just get Judd Apatow to just fart.
Just like Judd Apatow farting for 4 minutes. Oh, thanks, computer. That definitely ended up on it. You can see a big old spike on the audio where that happened.
Oh, hopefully we finish this before it fucking restarts.
We're going to make Windows better by updating soon.
It never does.
We'll send a reminder when we're going to restart.
I've got a cracked version of Windows, so it's not gonna update ever.
We got 1 minute and 10 seconds left, so if we can get through it.
It's never updated when it says it's gonna update.
Except that time it
Except-
did, and
except
we lost
that.
the episode. Yeah, except that time.
But we're watching it now, so we know that we'll only lose like a minute of the podcast. But we'll lose it all because it's not saved. Oh my god, what was our topic?
Super movie.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Super movie.
So what genre do you think J-Law would be? Jennifer Lawrence.
I want to say like she's like in one of the transition genres. So like she's in one of the ones that it goes from like romantic comedy to like torture thriller. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like something like she's like in one of those like transition ones.
Right, like it's funny because like the torture thriller and like the romantic drama like to have the same actor, and it's such a charming motherfucker. It's like Eddie Redmayne or something like that, and then he just turns into like
he's killed right away.
and he turns into the most psychopathic guy.
Okay, that's the end of that topic. That was a pretty good super movie.
It was a good super movie. We got to work on that.
Yeah.
Get everybody involved.
Yeah, I'll start by writing to Dustin Hoffman about the cameo, and we'll work our way down from there.
Dustin, I got a proposal for you.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. If you didn't want to blow your brains out, please like, rate, review, subscribe anytime. You can become a patron.
Just like Lucy, yeah.
You get stuff if you do that. I can't remember what it is. We haven't really done it in a long time. You could also buy merch at our Redbubble store.
Why would you?
I don't know.
Why would you do that?
I don't know, but you can.
You could do it.
You can also like eat maggots. No one's stopping you.
We've eaten bugs on this podcast, Jim.
Not maggots though. That's pretty gross.
No, maggots are juicy and gross.
Thank you to Christo Graham for the use of our theme music.
Maggots are gross, but Cristo is a cool boy.
I've been Jim Jupiter.
And I've been Queen Pedro Jupiter. That's bad to say.
Shoot those nuts.
Straight down Norcalets of yours.
I'm sad about this. I'm sad about this episode.
Rodolphe Shark.